Hello and welcome to my thoughts on All in Marederation. It's awkward to say every time. If you haven't read it yet, you can click here and I'll read it for you. Alright, everyone ready? Let's go. So, our story begins at Sugar Cube Corner. It's a party! Woo! Until bum bum bum, there's some bass drums. God, I love bass drums. Sure, they wreck your back and they obstruct your line of sight and then you run into everything, but boy do you feel powerful wielding them. Back to serious shit. War has come to Ponyville, and its name is Temperance Flower Dew. Man, what a totally cool and mysterious name. I wonder what this pony's all about. If it wasn't super apparently clear, this story is about the US Prohibition. Ah, the 20s. We got Al Capone, we got Flappers, and we got the Great Gatsby. But the most important thing we got was a ban on alcohol. So yeah, Temperance's name's a reference to temperance, which is just a word. The whole story's just basically a parody, down to the speakeasies and the blade-wielding granny. But I'm not here to talk about history, I'm here to talk about pretty pink ponies and their baby alligators. Okay, I'm going down another rabbit hole here, cause I was looking at Temperance's name, and Temperance makes a lot of sense, it's pretty obvious. Then I was looking at Flower Dew. Why Flower Dew? So I literally just typed Flower Dew into Google, and the first thing that pops up, Temperance Flower Dew, a real ass person. It's like, what? Pretty sure it has literally nothing to do with anything. It's about Pocahontas era shit, so I'm just gonna call it an Easter egg and move on. Whoa, she bore witness to John Rolfe's will? That's Pocahontas' forced husband. Man, so much lore. Anyway, Temperance Flower Dew is trying to ban sugar. That's the point of the story. And Pinkie Pie's going crazy. Without sugar, what is she? So she retreats to her room to talk it out with Gummy. But Applejack is pissed. She's missing out on her sweet apple pie sales. So she's gonna do something about it. Meanwhile, half the town's outside Sugar Cube Corner protesting, and Twilight's trying to solve it with facts and logic. It's not working. Which is like real prohibition. After a long day of protesting alcohol, everyone just went home and drank beer anyway. No one actually wanted it. Which leads us back to Applejack. Just a little distribution behind the scenes here and there. What's the big deal? So, the story direction's kind of weird. It's set up for Temperance and everything to be a pretty good foil to Pinkie Pie. But then Twilight just keeps swooping in with her facts and logic, taking over Pinkie's screen time. It's like, come on Twilight, I know that you know this is stupid, but this is about Pinkie Pie. Show a little restraint. But the facts and logic! No, Twilight, this isn't about facts and logic. It's about friendship lessons. And that's when it hits Pinkie. The only way she can curb Temperance's cold heart is to throw her a welcome to Ponyville party, showing how her delicious treats can be used for good and not evil. Pinkie will prove to her that sugar has a place in Ponyville, and therefore she has a place in Ponyville too! But then Temperance is all like, parties are useless. And you're useless for throwing them. No. Yes. And thusly, our champion of friendship has been defeated. Well, I guess it's up to Twilight's facts and logic to save the day after all. What a... That's definitely a plot twist. And as Twilight runs into town to save the day, she discovers that Pinkie Pie's been scarlet lettered. The horror. And Pinkie reveals Temperance's tragic backstory. She ate too much cake one time, the end. Honestly, well done. It's just as stupid as I expected. And because it's so stupid, Twilight is able to use her facts and logic all over Temperance, causing her to repent the end. It's kinda sad that the story just ends with Pinkie Pie's defeat. She doesn't recover from it. I mean, yeah, she goes back to normal, sure, but she didn't overcome the obstacle that brought her down in the first place. Twilight just got rid of it. Man, Gummy's pep talk must have been off today. It's usually all she needs. Feels bad. So one super positive thing about this story, they did a good job keeping it really fun, since they just copy-pasted the plots. They were able to just really focus and over-exaggerate all of the key moments in the best way possible. Everything is just so over-the-top and dumb and funny. And Gummy's here. Literally the only way this could get better is if instead of Twilight coming to save the day, it was Gummy being like, Pinky, this isn't you. You must overcome this. Show them your true self. God, I love Gummy. Another great thing I want to point out is every single goddamn time I look at this panel, all I think about is...
Patrick, that's
The Ashbringer. Yes.
You can just really feel the divine energy channeling through her sword, prepared to purge all sin in Equestria. It's perfection. So the only visual change I made was this color correction on Spike's mustache. Originally it shone black, and then later it shone green, so I just made it black. Anyway, those were my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until next time. God, it just feels like I rambled about nothing the entire time, which I did.